Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for a moment of silence for our troops overseas.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Notice requirements of the Open Public Meeting Law have been satisfied concerning this meeting. The Home News Tribune and the Star Ledger published a notice on December 22nd, 2017. Copy of the schedule was posted on the municipal bulletin board, and it should be so noted in the minutes of this meeting. Councilman Anderson. Here. Councilman Ficarra. Councilwoman Drum. Councilwoman De Jesus.
Here.
Councilman Small.
Here.
Councilman Patel.
Here.
Councilman Bauer.
Here.
Vice President Spiller.
Here.
And President Mia.
Here.
Can I get a motion that the minutes be approved from June 12, 2018?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Beginning with second reading ordinances, we'll take letter A first this evening. It's a bond ordinance to appropriate additional $60 million for the rehabilitation of the MCUA trunk system. Can I get a motion that this ordinance be taken up on second and third reading and the public hearing be open?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. The public hearing is now open on letter A only. Seeing no comment from the public, can I get a motion that the public hearing be closed, the ordinance be adopted, and submitted to the mayor for approval as required by law?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye. Opposed? Ayes have it. Letter B is an ordinance approving a sublease agreement between the Township of Woodbridge and the Woodbridge Arts Alliance. Can I get a motion that this ordinance be taken up on second and third reading and the public hearing be open?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. The public hearing is now open on letter B only. Hearing no comment from the public, can I get a motion that the public hearing be closed, the ordinance be adopted and submitted to the mayor for approval as required by law?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Letter C is an ordinance amending Chapter 2 entitled Administration for tax abatement exemptions, adding a subsection for abatements and exemptions for conversions of commercial property to dwelling use. Can I get a motion that this ordinance be taken up on second and third reading and the public hearing be open?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. The public hearing is now open on letter C only. Hearing no comment from the public, can I get a motion that the public hearing be closed, the ordinance be adopted and submitted to the mayor for approval as required by law?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Letter D is an ordinance authorizing the acquisition by purchase or condemnation of real property known as Block 753, Lot 1. And this is letter D, which is on Cliff Road. Can I get a motion that this ordinance be taken up on second and third reading and a public hearing be open?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. The public hearing is now open on letter D only. Hearing no comment from the public, could I get a motion that the public hearing be closed, the ordinance be adopted and submitted to the mayor for approval as required by law?
Motion.
Second.
Questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Letter E is an amendment to Chapter 7, our traffic ordinances. This is with regards to handicap parking on streets for various private residences. Can I get a motion that this ordinance be taken up on second and third reading and the public hearing be open?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. The public hearing is now open on letter E only. Hearing no comment from the public, can I get a motion that the public hearing be closed, the ordinance be adopted and submitted to the mayor for approval as required by law?
Motion.
Second.
Questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Letter F. Letter F is an amendment to Chapter 7 entitled Traffic, and this is also regarding handicap parking. This is for deletion on Moffett Street. Can I get a motion that this ordinance be taken up on second and third reading and the public hearing be open?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. The public hearing is now open on letter F only. Hearing no comment from the public, can I get a motion that the public hearing be closed, the ordinance be adopted and submitted to the mayor for approval as required by law?
Motion. Second.
Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Letter G is an ordinance in accordance with Chapter 7 under the Uniform Construction Code with regards to solar panels at properties owned and operated by nonprofit organizations. Can I get a motion that this ordinance be taken up on second and third reading and a public hearing be open?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. The public hearing is now open on letter G only. Hearing no comment from the public, can I get a motion that the public hearing be closed, the ordinance be adopted and submitted to the mayor for approval as required by law?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. We're going to take letters H, I, and J by consent. These are all amendments to our Land Use and Development Ordinance, Chapter 150, with regards to non-residential zones. Bear with me one moment. The first is for electric vehicle charging stations to be permitted as an accessory use in all multifamily zones and all non-residential zones. That's letter H. Letter I, also with regards to the plug-in electric vehicle. This is to establish standards for the safe installation of the charging stations at various locations. And letter J is with regards to the establishing standards for safe installation of solar panels. Again, can I get a motion that these ordinances be taken up on second and third reading and the public hearing be open?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Letters H, I, and J, open to the public. Any comments? Hearing no comments from the public, can I get a motion that these ordinances, the public hearing be closed, they be adopted and submitted to the mayor for approval as required by law?
Motion.
Second.
Any comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. And finally, on second reading, letter K, an amendment to Chapter 7, and this is to adopt the residential parking permit for a certain area of Avenel. Can I get a motion that the ordinance be taken up on second and third reading and the public hearing be open?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. The public hearing is now open on letter K only. Hearing no comment from the public, could I get a motion that the public hearing be closed, the ordinance be adopted and submitted to the mayor for approval as required by law?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Next up, ordinances on first reading. Letters L, M, N, O, and P. Can I get a motion that these ordinances be passed on first reading, published in the Home News Tribune on June 29, 2018, with notice of public hearing to be held on July 10, 2018 at 7 p.m.?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Before you, council, you have resolutions 1 through 31. Please note that I have pulled number 4. And I'll also ask that you take a moment and look at resolution number 16 and advise me if there's any that you will be abstaining from on number 16. If we can start with that one first.
Mr. Mitch, I'm
yep.
sorry. For number 16, I'll be abstaining for the Avenel VFW and the Columbian Club of Avenel.
Mr. Mitch, I'd like to abstain on 16 for the Elks, my membership of the Elks.
I'd like to abstain on number 16 for Woodbridge Elks and Fort Reading Knights.
Mr. Mitch, I got the Island Knights on my hit list. I'll abstain.
Any other comments?
I'm going to abstain from number 31.
Gotcha. Any other comments? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. 4 years.
The public portion of our meeting is open. If you'd like to speak, please go back to the microphone. You have a limit of 5 minutes. Please state your name and where you live.
Good evening, Council President George Walker, Hope Lawn. We got robocams in here or what?
We have a new video system, an advanced video system.
They got me on camera or no?
The meeting is on video.
Is the person that is at the microphone on camera?
The camera is on the meeting.
So it's not on the person that's by the camera. All right. Okay. Let's have a moment of silence for the people that are getting their being evicted from their houses and the people losing their businesses due to the mayor's Ponzi scheme of the pilot tax breaks. Laugh. Go ahead. Okay, right now, where is this 410 Amboy Avenue that you're taking by eminent domain for a parking deck? Where is it?
That is, let's see.
It's in today's thing. I think it's number, it's in the ordinances here. P, an ordinance authorizing the acquisition by purchase of eminent domain. I thought you don't eminent domain anything. Real property designated as block blah, 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 for a parking deck. Where is it? What property is that?
Mr. Hackett.
Amboy Avenue, and it's property that is interested in possibly purchasing.
Where is it located?
410 Amboy Avenue.
What section of the township? Is it on the corner of Main Street? Is it on the corner of Main
property.
Main and Amboy Avenue?
Woodbridge
Avenue runs through Woodbridge. Where else is it?
Perth Amboy, too.
Well, that's not on.
Well, duh.
Wrong town.
Duh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, can't get an answer, we'll find out. The AC in the library, what are you guys doing about it? Working on
Yes, the
it?
AC is working, it's comfortable. They are hoping to have the entire HVA system repaired by the end of the year. But it
Okay.
is comfortable in there and it's working.
The test is coming up in the next few days because it's going to be super hot and stuff like that. See what's going on there. Crosswalks and stuff like that you guys are working on. I emailed Council Bauer on there and stuff like that. Might want to look at Pennsylvania Avenue and Florida Grove Road and stuff like that too, and see how the sidewalks are over there in Brooklyn. I attended the history meeting last night over there. It was pretty informative and stuff like that. And do you know that there's dead people buried in Woodbridge Township by Main Street?
Probably called cemetery.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that. There's that church over there. What's the name of that church? And there's that building. And they took some of the people out in the early 1900s, but if there any development that has to go on over there, you guys might want to, make sure that there's an archaeological dig and that the bodies are taken out and interred properly, because I understand there's people buried in their parking lots there now too, and the kids' play area over there. So we've got to take a time and do it. What else? Oh yeah, they saw the meeting too over in Australia last night too. It was pretty cool. They were streaming the video live, and you guys are doing a book on the 350th anniversary. That's kind of lame, a book, And here you could have people looking all around the world at a history meeting, and you should have the GoPro cameras and stuff like that documenting the history of the celebration of Woodbridge's 350. More on that later on. Let's see now. No body cams or anything like that? Oh, the chief's not here on that, no. On the motorcycle, nothing on that. Did we do anything about Carol Ehrlich or anything like that? About that group that she joined about taking the people's property? Did we find out anything on it?
I'm not aware of any of that.
All right, we'll get more information to you. And if she uses township cars, and does she go to this place on township time? We have to find out about that and see what she's doing. And what else do we have here? That's about it. Yeah, I'm really concerned about those dead bodies over there, though, and stuff like that. And, you have development slated, that building's coming down.
That's not.
Yeah, well, they said they're going to rip the building down over there, and there's probably going to be development. So
What building are you talking about?
there's like a parsonage, a house, a small house next to it. It was built in the 1880s, right? And this is the Methodist church over here, right?
Okay.
Okay, and there was a cemetery on that property, and then they built the house, and then there's a tombstone supposedly underneath the porch and stuff like that. It's a kind of a haphazard way, so let's just keep up on this and see exactly, what they're going to do with it. And
That's private property over there.
yeah, but I mean, they have to do a historical search on it, and if they do find bones, you guys got to step in.
Thank you.
Thank you. Take care.
Are there any other comments from the public this evening?
Yeah, the funny guys up. Robert Mezzi, no gun at 434 Alpine Street. Glad to be American, at least you're free. I don't know, I'm American, I don't think I'm free. I'm getting killed in Perth Amboy, The other day, this kid, Edwin Abreu, rides by the house, blasting the radio, blasting. I called the cops on him a couple of times. Now he does it continuously. Beeps the horn. He has another friend doing it. Man, the Perth Amboy police are like the Mets. The Perth Amboy police are like the Mets. They don't do nothing for this gringo. Okay. And, okay, I got my car parked by his house. And I think I saw his sister punctured my tires. I see her. I hollered. And the kid next door to me said, "Oh, shut up," a young kid. So I called my great police department. They come. They ask me all kinds of questions. How she looks. She walked by my house for the past 5 years going to school, 4 years. They put out a report, you give a wrong prescription. Everything is wrong. Everything is wrong. Then this officer, Selena Diaz, he comes. I got 2 flats in front of her house. I guess they were telling her about me parking there. I said, "Oh, you better move your car or you get ticketed and towed." I got 2 flats. So I start doing it. Good thing of people 437 Alpines across the street from them. They come over, about 4 or 5 of them come and help me. They got the donut on. Then they put air in the front tire, so I got into my driveway. So I can't believe what's going on. They don't seem to do nothing for me. Then one day, I'm standing out there, the kid Edwin, I'm standing with a sign, "Help," with the tire flat. He comes towards me with the car. You know, it's on a curb. I went to report it. Officer Rivera says, "Now you make sure you're telling the truth, because if you tell a lie, you can get in trouble." Okay? There you go. How about taking one of them tests? What do you call them? Polygraph tests. No, I don't know. I need help, and help. They don't seem to help me in Perth Amboy. I don't know. I'm getting killed. And the father one day, him and his son, they opened the door while I was parking. Father took a couple of swings at me. I called the police. Nothing. They don't do nothing. Nothing at all. I want to sign a complaint against the girl. I don't know her first name. I can't get her first name. I know her last name, Abreu. She drives a white Honda. But I can't believe it. She punctured 2 tires. I can't believe it. She was so nice when she first moved in. "Hi, good morning," you know, all that. And man, if anything be done, I figured the guy would do it, Edwin. But the girl done it. So I got to sign I got to find her name, and I have no. I can't seem to get their name. I asked her. Another thing, I called the police department in Woodbridge. They can't come. They said I called the state police. They can't come. I'm calling everybody. Nobody seems to help me. I need help. I mean, what could I do? Maybe one day I'll wind up getting whacked pretty good there. So I don't know. I took a bus here to come to the council meeting. Now I got to take a bus back home. That's what I'm saying. Need help. Anybody could help me, or any lawyer listening or watching? 84-year-old guy. The police don't seem to care. They don't do nothing. And that girl, Selena Diaz, man, she's something. You got to move your car. It's a hazardous. 2 flats is a hazardous. I can't believe it. So I just, it's only in the first inning, and it's a 9-inning game, so I got to keep plugging along, I guess, inning after inning. But I don't know, don't seem to...
Mr. Messi, your time is up.
Help! Anybody could help me.
Are there any
I'll
other comments
appreciate
from the
it.
public this evening? Here are no other comment. Can I get a motion that the public portion of this meeting be closed?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions or comments? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
We're going to go into our agendas now. My agenda is in order. I just have a couple announcements. Our 2018 Mayor's Summer Concert kicked off last night with the Duprees, and I believe there was over 2,000 people in attendance. It was a great night. Tonight they have Tom Petty, Refuge. Not the real Tom Petty, sorry.
Yeah, that would have been 2001. I couldn't make it.
He's dead.
Yeah, I know. Woodbridge Wednesdays is going to be Suzanne Warner. Thursday local band will be One Last Shot. Country Sunday will be Front Country. These concerts are all free, and we just ask that you bring a can of food for our food banks. And then the only other announcement I have is we are having a wiffle ball tournament on August 4th at the Colonial Littlefellows Fields. Space is limited, so if you'd like to put a team in, we ask that you give us a call as soon as you can. All our proceeds this year will be going to a little girl in Colonia who's fighting cancer. So we ask you to come out. If you don't play wiffle ball, come out and enjoy our barbecue. It's $10 a person. And if you're interested in putting in a team, you could reach me at 732-382-0273. And I just want to congratulate all our Woodbridge Township graduates on their graduation this week. Be safe, do good things with your lives, and enjoy. That's it. Council Vice President Spiller.
Thank you, Council President. Item number 2 on my agenda, Eric LeGrand Believe Park will be closed this week, hoping to reopen it next week. Construction has started on the new walking path. The path will be ADA compliant and will tie directly into the handicapped playground equipment. The path, a quarter-mile long, will proceed through the entire park and can be utilized as an exercise path. So continuing to do great things in LeGrand Park. Item number 9, the Avenel Fire Department is presently conducting a recruitment drive. Residents who are between the ages of 18 and 45 are encouraged to reach out and inquire about volunteering with the department. Some of the rewards that you get, receive a 401k type savings plan, LoSAP length of service award, tuition credit if you are a Middlesex County College student, covered under workers' comp, life insurance. So if you're interested, contact 732-855-9747. Rest of my agenda is in order. I would like to thank the Mayor, the Administration, and Director Simaluka. We had the Frank G. Peltzman bench dedication on Sunday outside the community center. We probably had about 50, 60 people. Senior billiards were there in full effect. The whole family was there. So just a small thing we can do for a great man. And I think that's it. Happy 4th of July. Be safe and leave the fireworks with the professionals. Thank you.
Councilman Anderson.
Thank you, Council President. My agenda is in order. I just have 2 items. One is Gem Limousine is hiring. They're looking for drivers. There is a sign-on bonus, $500 for sedan drivers, $750 for van and bus drivers. The way that you can apply, 1, you have to be 25 years of age or older, maintain a near-clean driving record, have excellent customer service skills, and pass our paid training course. You can go to www.gemlimo.com/careers. I do want to wish everyone a happy and a healthy 4th. Also, now that school is let out, just driving down here, I saw a couple of kids on their razors jumping out towards traffic on 35. Please be aware of our children that are out of school now, riding their bikes, and please, if you see them doing something dangerous, pull over, remind them to go to a safer area to ride their bicycles, and make sure that all kids are riding with their bicycle helmets. And it's also time for kids to get back in the pool. If kids haven't had their swimming lessons, you can go through the community center and get your kids some swimming lessons. I know I took my twins out there for the last 2 years, and they're skilled swimmers now, and I feel more confident with them being in the pool. We want to avoid any kind of tragedy this summer. That's all I have. Thank you.
Councilman Figueroa.
Thank you, Council President. Just a couple of quick items. First, with the Woodbridge Community Center, our summer program book has been out for a while, but we have summer activities going on at Highland Grove Pool, at the community center itself. We have memberships throughout the summer. The Skyline Mini Golf and Batting Cages is moving into its summer hours, so there's a lot of great things going on there. I think the term is staycation. There's a lot of things going on in Woodbridge. You don't have to leave town. Moving on to senior recreation, our New Jersey Senior Olympic booklet is out. It is time to begin to register, September 7, 8, and 9. There is an offering for Woodbridge Township seniors that you can enter into 3 events for a cost of $5, which is an incredible saving. The kickoff will be Friday, July the 6th at 11 a.m. at our community center, and that is the start when we make our announcement. We expect over 1,500 athletes and 21 different activities. Moving down to the Mayor's Wellness Campaign, on July the 11th, we have the Pizza Run, which is an annual event for us, and the flyers are out for that, and that's up on our website and online. It's a 4-mile run, and it's sanctioned by USATF. So it's a great opportunity to get out. It's down by our waterfront. And finally, on July the 3rd is our 4th of July celebration. We have a number of activities going on. Bands are Time Machine, and special guest is Good to Go. We will be honoring first responders, veterans, and military personnel at 7:15, and the Time Machine kicks off at 8 o'clock. Just a public service announcement, there's a whole heck of a lot of people that get out at that peninsula when it opens up at 4 o'clock, Alvin P. Williams Park. When we leave the park, our police department does a tremendous job of guiding us out of there, but you have to be patient. You have 1,000+ people on that peninsula. It takes time to get off. There will be roads closed. If you're on Ferry Street over by Moby's, you are not going to be able to make a right back into Woodbridge. You're going to make a left, go out to 440, come back in on Amboy Avenue. But just follow what law enforcement tells you. It's very organized, and it's done in a very timely fashion. And have a wonderful 4th of July, everyone. Thank you, Council President.
Thank you. Councilwoman De Jesus. Thank you, Council President. Moving down to item number 5, Police Community Relations. This past Monday, the Safety Summonses program started. Children under the age of 17 that are seen riding their bikes or scooters wearing a helmet will be stopped by selected officers and given the summons for a small free ice cream at Colonia Dairy Maine. And I just want to wish on behalf of myself and our fellow councilmen and women, good luck to all of the Junior Police Academy participants. And if you missed it this year, there's always next year. Item number 9, the Barron Art Center. The 2018 annual outdoor flea market will be Saturday, July 14th from 8 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. at Parker Press Park. Vendor space is filling fast. Visit the Barron Art Center to fill out a form. $15 if you bring your own table, $20 if you need a table. They will have an all-day food tent run by the Woodbridge Township Cultural Arts Commission, and all the proceeds will benefit the Barron Art Center. And from July 7th through the 22nd, they will have a photography exhibit called The Spirit of Feria, which will showcase photography taken during the Feria de Sevilla, a celebration of Spanish dance and heritage. Moving down to item number 10, the Children's Department of the Library is running the first annual Woodbridge Public Library Summer Reading Challenge. Complete the maximum of spaces on the Reading Challenge game board by reading 30 minutes a day to qualify for prizes, a t-shirt, and a signed book. Visit the library in person to register and pick up a game board. And this is what the game board looks like. So if you have a child or a grandchild or anybody that can benefit, please visit our local libraries, because there's also a lot of programs, free programs during the summer to keep the kids busy. Also, they will have, most of our books are available for summer loans. So if you need a good book for the summer, you can borrow it until September 7th. You have to go to your local library and ask them, and they will tell you which books you can select from. And that is all that I have. Thank you. Happy 4th of July to everyone. Councilman Small.
Thank you, Madam President. Item number 9, senior transport. I just want to remind our seniors that we are providing transportation to the summer concerts and also to the fireworks next week. Phone number 732-726-2394. Happy 4th of July. Thank you.
Councilman Patel.
Yeah, thank you, Council President. My agenda is in order, but I have a couple of announcements. The first one is about the signs. We are working with our director, Martha Darden, on one of the ordinance to change the signs on Oak Tree Road. when they have that Indian market. So it's about like 2 blocks length. We are planning to change the ordinance. And I think I would like to thank Martha. I think she's doing really hard work for this ordinance, especially, and also working with the seed members. So hopefully, I think we are going to see this ordinance in our next meeting, the sign ordinance coming up next meeting. Also, I would like to thank all the Iselin residents. They came out last Tuesday when we had a 50th anniversary of our library, and there were about close to 1,000 residents. They showed up during the whole day, so I would like to thank them. Also, I would like to thank, I think, our director of sanitation. He's not here, but I would like to thank him. I think we are doing many street reconstruction projects, and they're coming out good. And I have actually visited few of in my ward, and they came out really good. Also, we had a meeting with the seniors of Cooper Towers yesterday, and there were about 15 seniors, and Mayor and I met them, and I think the meeting went very well. So I would like to also, those seniors at Cooper Towers, thank you very much. And I would like to also wish happy Independence Day to every one of you. And thank you, Council President. That's all for tonight. Thank you.
Councilman Bauer.
Thank you, Council President. My agenda is in order. I have 3 announcements. 2 new businesses had their grand opening last week in the 2nd Ward. We have Miguel's Style Barbershop located at 577 New Brunswick Avenue in Fords, specializing in men, women, and children haircuts. We have Cezanne Con Fuego, 558 New Brunswick Avenue in Fords, specializing in Caribbean cuisine with an American infusion. And also the first public parking lot has opened in downtown Fords last week, located at Olson's Towers, 555 New Brunswick Avenue, corner of Raymond Street. I'd like to wish everybody a happy 4th of July, and thank you, Council President.
Thank you. Mr. Haggerty.
Council President, a couple of items. We're going to be presenting resolutions for the July 10th meeting for the Oak Tree Road SID budget and the Woodbridge Downtown SID budget. We'll also be providing a bid for road sewer improvements for Glencoe, South Inman Avenue, and Cypress. We will be providing a resolution for concessions at the Cypress Center, tax lien consultants, and a shared service resolution with the Board of Education to provide summer camp student transportation. I'll also pick up the Police Department's item for this evening, and they're going to be putting forth an ordinance to amend Chapter 3 of the traffic ordinances to add window tinting and windshield tinting regulations for those private entities that would try to put in tinting onto motor vehicles. It is a police hazardous safety issue, so we will be presenting that ordinance for you next week. Thank you, Madam President.
I don't have anything tonight. Thank you, Council President. Nothing this evening. Thank you, Council President.
Thank you, Council President. In addition to our standard biweekly refund resolution, we'll also have some minor changes to our affordable housing rehab program. That's just about ready to go live. Thank you.
Madam President, quick items. Number 1, letters A, B, and C. I continue to work with the police department on those items. We'll be retiring from executive session after legal goes. At that point, we'll have to ask everyone to please leave council chambers so we can go into executive session.
Legal?
Nothing this evening.
Thank you.
Whereas Section 8 of the Open Public Meetings Act of Chapter 231 of Public Laws of 1975 permits the exclusion of the public from a meeting in certain circumstances, and whereas this public body is of the opinion that these circumstances presently exist, now therefore be it resolved by the Municipal Council of the Township of Woodbridge that the public portion of this meeting is hereby recessed in order that the Municipal Council may meet in closed executive session for approximately 15 minutes. Can I get a motion to move the resolution?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions or comments? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. The public, at this time, I'd like to ask you to please leave the room. Okay, we're back into session. Council, we have a resolution before you to authorize an involuntary disability retirement application. Can I get a motion to move the resolution?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions or comments? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Can I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Second?
adjourned.